Assalamu alaikum, my respected brothers and sisters in Islam. The topic today is called being patient with hardships. Now, the reason I chose this topic is because most of us take hardships as a negative aspect of life. We think of hardship as a bad thing. But all in all, we gotta accept this one fact that every one of us will have to come experience hardships at some point in our lives. Now, only if we knew the wisdom and benefits behind some of these hardships, we would see them as pure endowments. Now you see, when one goes through a calamity, there are either one of the two benefits. One, he either has a raise in status in the judgment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or the other, he has a decrease in sins. As we all know, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Ar-Rahman, the exceedingly merciful. Now think of all the old times, the prophets and the highly righteous Muslims. They went through the toughest and the truest of hardships. Our hardships today cannot be even compared to what they went through in the old times. Now, this shows that this dunya has no worth whatsoever. Because if it significantly had any sort of worth, the prophets and the highly righteous Muslims, they wouldn't have gone through those toughest of times or the hardest of trials. But that's not the case. They did. Hence, this dunya has pretty much no worth. Now, when one's going through a hardship, you feel like you're the only one in this world going through that pain. You feel like you're alone in this pain. But that is not true. Because one, we are not the first people to be tested or suffer, and certainly we're not the last. And two, when we are going through our difficult times, others are also going through their difficult times. And some of the people are going through such difficult times that we cannot even imagine ourselves to be in.
This is a city draped in black, and a city raging with anger.
As I said in my previous video, nothing in this world will last. Everything will be gone one day or another. No pain, no pleasure will ever last. As Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us in the Qur'an, Inna ma'al usri yusra. Now some of us translate this ayah as in, after hardship there is ease. But you see, this ayah is not Inna ba'al usri yusra, it's Inna ma'al usri yusra. Verily, with hardship there is ease. No matter how hard or how bad the hardship is, you will certainly have ease. Now, as I mentioned before, every single one of us is bound to go through hardships in some point of our lives. The only difference is how we respond towards those hardships. Now, and the best of responses is putting 100% dependency and reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. As Allah says in the Qur'an, O you who believe, strengthen yourself with patience and prayer, and know that God supports the patient people. God supports the patient people. Reflect on this. Think about this for 2 seconds. Now come on. Let's open our eyes, mind and heart and put our 100% reliance on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He is the one who helps us get through any hardship, any calamity. You just gotta trust Him, have faith in Him. May He grant us patience in all the hard trials and all the hard times we go through in this life, and may He grant us all al-Jannah, inshallah. Ameen. I hope this video can somewhat be an eye-opener for all the brothers and sisters out there, and maybe all benefit from this video. You can check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/blessedarethestrangers, and you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/blessedstrangers. Jazakallah khair for watching. Assalamu alaikum. Those people went through the toughest and the truest of hardships. Unlike the hardships these days, oh, I broke up with my girlfriend, oh my God, my life is over. My life is over. What is this?